Hey there folks, welcome you all to this cheap little vlog of mine on this Friday evening. It has been, well, a week since my last vlog, but to be fair, the last vlog was a proper one, so you can forgive me for doing a little cheap one. And I'm in a different room as well. Those of you who've been watching my vlogs for some time might recognise some of the little geeky bits in the background, the Daleks, the TARDISes and all these sorts of things that used to be in the background when I did vlogs and such like, but are no longer. Because I have a new set of geeky stuff downstairs. This is the spare room where I sometimes work from home doing remote stuff with the laptop there, which is where I do a lot of the gaming stuff as well, to be fair. But it's a spare room. If you look behind me there, we've got the bed, we've got the window, the garden behind us, and all sorts. Yes, not that you're that interested, I'm just showing you where I am. The main reason for this little vlog of mine is to chat about doing the live streams again, because they were a little bit fun, weren't they, eh? I mean, it was one of those things. It was like I wanted to do the live stream. Well, okay, I was playing Dark Souls 2, and every time I played it, I was like, oh, I really wish that I could be sharing this with the guys on the channel, but I didn't want the restriction of... The reason I don't play... I'm sorry, I keep finishing sentences with not finishing them. But the reason I don't finish a lot of games is because I don't get time to record. Therefore, I don't get stuck into the game. And by the time I get back to recording, I'm kind of off kilt with it. And then the whole thing just goes out of sync. So, with Dark Souls 2, I decided just to play it. Because I thought, if I don't play it off camera, I'm never going to play it on camera. We're still trying to get through remastered version of, you know, pre-records of remastered Dark Souls 1. So I thought I'm just going to play it and I'm just going to enjoy it. And that's exactly what I've been doing. And I've been playing it for a load of time. And then I sat down on whatever night it was this week, Tuesday or whatever. My shoulder's hurting holding this phone up. So I sat down... now my thumb's in the camera. Yeah, whatever day it was this week, beginning of the week, I sat down and I thought, right, I don't know, it's just something in me thought, I really want to share this. I thought, I'll just hit the share button on the PS4 and we'll see where we go. And that's where it started. And then I thought, right, fine, I'll do a broadcast from the PS4 Pro directly to the channel and just let it go. And then the only problem I have with that is, which isn't a problem for you guys, it's just for me, is that I can't find a way of setting it to have the adverts on before I go, which is something that's important to me, because now that I'm doing as much as I am on the YouTube channel and things are going well, it's important that I monetize it and I get my fair dues for giving up my time to do it. Much as though it's just for fun, I just want it monetized. You guys sit through one advert and job done, or two adverts as it is now. But I can't find a way of making that automatic, and I can't find a way of doing it after I've started it. I can only find a way of doing it after it's finished, at which point all the stuff's already done. The watch has already done most of it. So the only way I've ever been able to do that is if I broadcast via the laptop over OBS or whatever, or Elgato. Anyway, that's a by the by, people. It's a by the by. So the whole joy of just being to experience the sharing of my gameplay with you was awesome. And the one thing that we discovered that we hadn't tried before was on the PS4 Pro, if you directly stream from there or broadcast from there, you can now turn the comments that people put while you're playing into voice. So this woman is like, "Hello Steve, how are you?" You know, or something like that. So it's quite nice. She's a bit of a Stephanie Hawkins is what I like to call her. Because it's a bit like a female Stephen Hawkins. And it's been absolutely awesome. And the other thing is that everyone else listening to it or watching it can hear those comments as well. So they can hear what people are saying. It doesn't say who said it, but they can hear what the comments are and they can comment back. And I absolutely love it. It's been absolutely brilliant. And watching the videos back's been absolutely brilliant as well, because watching them back, I can see what the humour was with me talking to someone and they say something and I react to it and so on and so forth. So it's been absolutely brilliant. I've absolutely loved doing those three streams, broadcasts, if you will, direct from the PS4 on the channel. The only gripe I've got is that the quality of the video is not great. I mean, if you compare it to the live streams I've done before, it's not fantastic. So I've had to put my arm down. It was killing me. So, you know, it looks fine when it's still, but when you pan the camera around, it goes all pixelated and stuff. Now, I don't know if that's happening during the live stream, but it's certainly happening when it renders after the event, because I've watched it. It's not as bad on the 60 frames per second one, but it's still there, and it's not great. So there's a large portion of me looking to maybe just... It's so easy on the Pro, though, you know, to do that. But there's a bit of me now that thinks maybe I should get back to OBS, get the settings right, and make it right to, you know... It's not made it any less enjoyable for people, I don't think. No one's moaned about it. It's just me watching it back. So... we'll see. But I've absolutely loved streaming again. It's been brilliant interacting with you exactly the same time. It was brilliant to see people like, oh my god, he's back. I'm so happy. There were so many people that were like delighted that I was back doing some live streaming. So that was really nice. Then that's made me really want to do some more. The second night was a bit quieter, but the people that were there were fantastic. And the third night was great. So yeah, I'm really stoked for doing a bit more live streaming. And I've said it before, but I will try, I really will. But I'll try and do it, I think, if I can find... I did find some sort of web-based speech, comments to speech thing that converts what people are texting into speech as a web thing. So that might work on the OBS if I sort that out. Because I'd really like to stick with people talk. It was brilliant for me as well, because I didn't have to keep looking at texts and stuff. I just heard what people were saying, and it kept the gameplay flowing. I didn't have to keep looking down and catching up with like 25 messages that had come in, so I could just hear them as they were going along. So that was brilliant. I really, really enjoyed that. It's one of the best features I've seen actually on the PlayStation. Brilliant. So absolutely going to do some more of that on the... I'm tempted to do it with Dark Souls 1, to be honest. Much as though that's been an offline Let's Play, I'm tempted to do a bit of Dark Souls 1 on that. Let me know what you think. But most certainly I shall do some more Dark Souls 2. And there's still Dark Souls 3. And there's still Neo. And there's still Sekiro, which is coming soon. Although Sekiro's worrying me a little bit, because it's the gameplay I'm seeing, it looks a bit too normal world, too... I know it's in Ninja Times, but too normal world, you know, above ground, too sort of story-driven. The combat looks brilliant, though, to be fair. But we'll see how it pans out. And there you are. That's all I had to talk about today. I just wanted to catch up and tell you how much I'd love doing the live streams with you. It's been a long time. I think Christmas was... well, New Year was the last time I did it. Absolutely loved it. I love you guys for joining in. Thanks to everyone that joined in and gave comments and helped me get through the areas that I was doing. And I will be doing more very, very soon. This video most likely will be copyrighted because of all the music playing behind me from Oasis. But never mind, eh? It's been a joy chatting to you all. An honour and a privilege as always. And I shall see you all next time. Take it easy, folks. Bye.